All right, welcome back here to Championship Lanes. We're at the finals of the Indiana Masters between Clint Millian and Jeff Mann. And Jeff, you have the tall task of defeating your opponent twice. You got to come out of the gates quick. What's your game plan?
Just going to try and make consistent shots and just try and stay in it. Just not really let anything go and just, try and stay clean.
All right, Mike, what do we got from Clint?
Clint Millian, you're the leader. It's all yours now. If you can get out there and just win one game out of two, any special changes today for this match, or just do what you've done all day?
I'll probably do the same thing I've been doing, just trying to keep everything in front of me, make good shots. Jeff's a good opponent. I've bowled him before, and we're good friends, so we'll see what happens.
Good luck today.
All right, Mike. These guys bowled in a match previous, 162 to 155. Clint's got the edge over Jeff. I think we're going to see a little bit more scores here in this match.
I would definitely expect it, but either one of them can finish in a 10th. Either way, they're both great players.
All right, good luck, guys.
Whether you bowl tons of games like I do or league once a week, there's only one choice for me.
Get your pair of Big Four socks at a pro shop near you or online at bigfoursocks.com.
PinHeads Entertainment Center has it all. A modern-style bowling alley with 2 private bowling suites. Alley's Ale House serves up a chef-crafted menu daily, featuring signature handcrafted cocktails and over 30 draft options. The arcade at PinHeads offers 90-plus games, including old-school games, Golden Tee, and virtual reality with top-tier prizes. Host large events or meetings in the multifunction banquet room that can accommodate up to 80 guests. Visit, call, or reserve online today. Off State Road 37 next to Honda of Fishers.
All right, here we are, finals of the Indiana Masters here. Clint Millian and Jeff Mann here. And good crowd on hand all weekend. Clint's with a 6-pin, almost came back to roll across. And
yeah, I thought he was going to get that break to start with, but it's a good first frame. Good first frame, because the first frame you want to hopefully get a good idea of what the conditions are doing, and there he is.
Scott Gilmore, Mike Aulby right here back in the booth. We're right behind the championship pair. Got a good view and good spare there to start. Now Jeffrey Mann will give his shot here. He's got a tough task ahead of him. He's got to beat Clint Millian twice. And that hasn't been done for a couple of years.
Yeah, that's tough to do, and they had a good match today. It was a tough one, but it was a good match.
Yeah, it was a grind. Oh, Jeff, great shot. This pair has not been used in a while, Mike.
It's been longer than last time.
It's been setting for quite a while.
Yeah, last time was the 3rd round.
Give you a look out here as the bowlers make their way to the approach. Mike, you better be good, because I can see you in the corner.
Uh-oh, let me run.
Great host, good crowd on hand this afternoon, all weekend. Angie Collins said they were so busy yesterday, all over the place in the kitchen, ran out of cookies. I mean,
they reloaded though.
Yeah. Oh, Messenger back behind the 10-pin.
Yeah, disappointing shot, but Jeff's got to be happy. Those first 2 shots were well in play and looked good, and looks like the ball didn't do anything funny. It did what he thought it was going to do, and that's a good start.
We look forward to seeing everyone Saturday at Western 2 for the Indiana High School Bowling State Finals. I know, Mike, you won't be there, but you'll be there in spirit.
Yes, that's one of the best events of the year. A lot of fun.
Just go to YouTube on your iPhone.
I plan on it.
Check us out. And Mark Sullivan will be filling in for you, and we look forward to working with Mark. And
He's one of the best. Mark, great player, gets just one of the best on and off the lanes.
now Clint working on a spare here. Comes in light. I always felt like, too, if you were the undefeated player, you could relax a little bit. Not too much, but you could relax a little bit because you do have a game to play with. But you want to get done first game. You don't want it to go game two.
You most definitely do, because the second one, the pressure goes to you.
Yeah, the advantage goes to the other player, I would think.
Yeah, I would think so, too.
Good spare there. Clint, very soft-spoken individual.
But boy, he's throwing the ball well all day, and even in that the last time he bowled Jeff and won with the 162 to 150 whatever, he threw a double in the 10th.
Yeah.
And was doing anything but that prior. So.
Oh yeah, he was struggling.
So he's a shot maker for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we know Jeff is as well. So it's a very, very close match between these two.
Crosses over. Fortunate to leave just the 5-pin, and he's, here's the thing I will have to say. Even though he's the undefeated player, he's been sitting for a while. You do have the warm-up pair, but it's not like Jeff
not
coming right off a match, bowling good.
Yeah. No, it's not the same. Not the same feel. Not the same look. Doesn't give you the same confidence.
Yeah.
You know. So I think he's kind of feeling his way through right now.
Is devastating open there, but as we talked to Clint earlier, he said he was coming off a back injury a couple of weeks ago, and as you know, Mike, the back can flare up whenever you want.
Yeah.
You bowl, you sit, you get stiff. You don't have any. These guys are going to have zero excuses, but.
Well, let's see what Jeffrey Mann does with that. Whether this is the time to jump on it and put some distance between you.
And he misses right, boy.
We've seen that a few times in some of Jeff's matches. He gets that double, or he looks good, and then all of a sudden there's an errant one in there.
Yeah, that's one where you were like, uh-oh, and then you're like, when the 2-pin falls over, now you're staring at the.
Yeah, you don't want that. Yeah. This is
staring at
you
the
gotta
1-8.
have the right angle for this one. He's going with the spare ball to see what he can come with. He's playing it deep. Great shot.
Great cover.
Thought that one out really well.
Good look there at Jeffrey from the front. So he gets ready to throw his shot in the 4th frame. Ooh, solid 10.
Wow. Good shot.
You and I have the same feeling. You just know how painful that is.
Yeah, you get there and you want every one of them when you get there like that.
We always say, if I hit him there, I got to get him.
Yeah,
I got to carry that.
That was a great shot. Well, it might give Clint a little relaxation knowing that he didn't get that double there, so he didn't put any really distance again. It gives him a chance to get up there and get back in it.
Well, Dave Hurd sending me an update from the PBA 50. It's Chris Barnes versus Parker Bone for the title in Crawfordsville.
What a great match. Makes that spare well enough. Now I'll see if Clint can get something started here. He hasn't looked comfortable yet, so.
And he's probably thinking right now, I got to get going. And you're coming off that missed 5-pin spare, which he probably hasn't missed a 5-pin in 15 years.
Oh,
Comes
good
in
shot.
light.
Good shot,
There's where
though.
the power comes into
Yeah.
play. Mixes him up, knocks the 8-pin late.
But you're right. I mean, when you're the leader like that, when you start the first couple frames, you know, it's easy not to have that, you know, drive to just go right at it. You know, you think you've got a little leeway, and it's easy to start out a little passive, and you know, you can walk yourself into those issues, and you got to go out and attack right from the get-go. Or however he played it earlier, if that's the way you always play it, you just continue to go. Don't change anything now.
All right. Now here's the shot of game number 1 here. Strike in the 4th. Can take the lead back.
Going to loft.
Oh, what a
big
great break on the 4.
Big break. He's back in the game now.
I don't know what pin it was, but
Yep.
the door opened
Something
and
came
it went
forward.
right
Yeah,
through.
it came forward, yeah.
And now a 12-pin deficit now is an 8-pin lead for, or excuse me, a 2-pin lead for Clint Millian. And now pressure goes right back to Jeff Mann here.
He missed a head pin on this frame last time, so let's see what he can do in this lane.
Brooklyn strike.
He'll take that.
He'll take it. You know, they don't like it. He comes back now, takes a 2-pin lead. Now he can make it 12 with a strike here in the 6th. Shout out to Jeff's dad, Mike Mann.
Back there in the audience.
Mike Mann, he's like a fine wine. He just keeps getting better with age. And Mike bowls well all the time. And big supporter of his son, Jeffrey, and very tight family.
Mm-hmm. Good family.
Oh, comes in.
Got around
red
that
just,
one.
Yep.
Yeah, he got around that a little quick. Trying to strike before you get it there, but 3-6-10. Yeah, want to keep making those spares. Make your opponent have to strike to get around you.
These bowlers faced one another in the final 4 of the winner's bracket, and Clint, as you said, doubled there in the 10th frame to force Jeff to double back, and Jeff couldn't do it, and they both struggled on that pair they were on. That's got a hook. And untimely open frame. And now Clint can really start to maybe put his stamp on this tournament right here in the 6th frame.
See if he uses that loft again. Last couple, he got a pretty good loft to it.
Yeah, and he just went from a deficit to a 9-pin lead to make it 19 with a strike right here. Oh,
good shot.
That's the first kind of half
Flat,
10, flat 10 that he's left that I've seen all day today.
Yeah. He definitely stayed with the loft. That just keeps this a tighter match.
We hope you're enjoying the broadcast here on Savage Bowling TV. Scott Gilmore, Mike Aulby here in the broadcast booth. Want to thank Chad Lester, our production engineer, do-it-all, jack of all trades, Chad of all trades. Is that what it is? Yeah. Want to thank our sponsors, too. Can't thank them enough. Want to thank PinHeads Entertainment, Big Four Socks, Tim Max Victory Lane Pro Shops, RT Tour Experience, the Brands of Brunswick, A1 Automotive, and Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl. Can't thank those sponsors enough for making this broadcast possible. And also thank you to the staff of the Indiana State USBC for allowing Savage Bowling TV to present you the premier scratch events in the state of Indiana. Comes in light 2-pin. Well, some life for Jeffrey, and that's, you know, when you open, you're just hoping your opponent doesn't put the old foot on the neck, right? Yep. And now it's just an 8-pin lead for Clint here, and we're approaching the final 4 frames.
Yeah, it's who can finish the game here. Both are quite capable.
The last player to come from the loser's bracket to win the Indiana Masters was in 2021. Kevin McCune lost in the second round and then just absolutely demolished the field the rest of the way.
Yes.
I don't think he shot a game under 220.
No, he was about as consistent as they come.
That was
Ball change here.
Yeah, last player to win from the losers bracket. And Jeff Mann is trying to repeat that feat that Kevin McCune did in 2021. Now, right lane, 7th frame. Down 8, working on an open frame. Did you hear that ball? It sounded like it clipped the thumb hole.
Yeah.
Now the 310. Nothing's easy on this. Important spare here for Jeff.
He's a good spare shooter. Very good spare shooter.
And he's a solid player all around. Both players are, and you wouldn't be here in this instance if you weren't. A lot of bowling to get to this point right here.
Nice
Great
shot.
cover. You know, you throw me the 2-7 out there, and I'll tell you, I can miss it. I can miss it 20 different ways, and that's one spare I've struggled with my entire life is the 2-7. And it's like just hit the left of the 2, and it goes right in the 7. But I can't.
Sure it does. Yeah.
Prove to it. You
Yes.
prove it to me. I can't do it. All right, Jeff Mann now coming off the important spare in the 7th, looking to put some pressure back on Clint.
Beautiful shot.
Oh,
wow.
Well, it looked like it was starting to slide over, but it
Yeah.
falls.
Yeah, good shot.
Great shot
Good
there.
shot.
You know, Jeff's been out there trying his hand at the PBA Tour. You know, he bowled the PTQ and didn't bowl as good as he would like. He's had bowled well in some other PTQs, and you know, he's a kid that's knocking on the door as well. Now Clint. Oh, wash out. 1-2-10. That's where the loft is. You know, if you miss right with the loft, you don't have.
Yep.
You really struggle to get the ball to get back up to the head pin.
It's easy to lift it out there and not catch it, you know.
Yeah. Oh, great
what a
cover.
Spare. What a spare.
Great cover there by Clint.
That might be the one right there, that spare.
Yeah, I want to thank Coolwick for being the official apparel provider of Savage Bowling TV. If you're looking for a high-quality jersey or warm weather or gear or cold weather gear, go to coolwick.com. Just put in the Savage Bowling TV 10 coupon code and get 10% off your order at coolwick.com.
Ninth frame.
That's left. Oh, and a break.
That's a break. Yeah, that's a big break.
So it's huge to have a strike going in the 9th, going into the 10th frame there.
Yeah, this is the lane that Jeff has struggled on.
He has 1 strike. 2 strikes in this right lane, but he struggled here with his last shot. Oh my goodness, Messenger goes in front.
Yeah, that one would have controlled his own destiny.
Great shot.
Yeah.
Just an unfortunate break. And the rotten 10-pin stands.
Now this one's going to the end here. Who's going to perform in the 10th frame?
They
Good
say,
spare.
first things first, you make the 10-pin, and now we know how it is. Can he turn the tables on Clint? Clint was able to throw a double in the 10th to force Jeff to perform in the 10th, and Jeff could not do it.
Mhm.
Can he turn the tables on Clint and throw a double and force Clint to strike first ball in the 10th? 195 out there available for Jeff Mann. 10th frame here. Title match. Oh, that time it takes it out.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
Do your job, right? That's what we tell.
Good job. Good shot.
Nothing more frustrating as a player is when you send a messenger and it goes in front or behind, right?
Yeah.
No, no, you're supposed to take it out. All right, another big shot here in the 10th frame for Jeff Mann.
Well, that forces Clint to mark.
190 pace right now for Clint Million. Jeff with a strike here can get to 195 potentially. Indiana Masters title up for grabs. Oh, beautiful shot.
Big one. But we knew he liked that lane. He has so far.
Straight back, and now
Get all you can get.
that has forced Clint to get the first one in the 10th. The first one and good count.
Yeah, I was going to say the bad count shots we've seen. This one, I mean, you want to strike right here because that 5 pin's not a give me. Just on 2 great shots so far in the 10th. Actually, in the 8th, 9th, and 10th, actually.
Yeah, really great shot there in the 9th frame, and head pin missed the 10 coming across, and now
got it early. Oh, he'll take
he was
that.
due one right there, I
Yeah,
think.
he'll take that.
All right. Well, now you're just a spectator.
Yep. Yep. It's
Well-
right where Clint wants it. He wants it in his hands, and that's where it's at.
Will
One
we
at a
see?
time.
Yeah. Will we see game 2, or will Clint Million claim the Indiana Masters title? Must strike. Looks
in
good.
play.
Oh, and he gets it.
Wow.
Boy, and he missed the last one right there. And
Yeah.
you talk about a clutch shot. Now you're just wanting to get a good pin count here.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeffrey did everything possible there. He had the one miss there in the 5th frame or the 6th frame where he took the 6-10 and left the 3 pin. And again, how important has it been, Mike, to be the undefeated player?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
that's
great
it.
shot, 10 pin. Clint Million is your Indiana Masters champion.
That was a great shot. Great shot.
Spare here will give him 199, and what a title match it was. Great performance there by Jeff Mann in the 10th frame to force Clint to show up. And when it mattered most,
He did.
he struck in the 10th.
Yeah. Great bowling all day by Clint.
All right, your champion once again, Clint Million. We'll come back after this timeout, and we'll talk with the champion and see the trophy and check presentation here on Savage Bowling TV. All right, welcome back here to Championship Lanes in Anderson, Indiana, and I'm with runner-up Jeff Mann from Lafayette, Indiana. And Jeff, man, you performed so well there in the 10th, but Clint was able to edge you out there in the title match. But you have to be so happy with the way you bowled this weekend.
Yeah, you know, I really didn't have a whole lot of expectations coming in. This was the first time I bowled this event. And based off the PTQ last week, and it was kind of nice to not bowl on that again. So it was definitely a fun experience, and I'll be definitely excited to come back next year.
I know you're bowling in a lot more PBA events and trying your hand on the tour. How does this performance help maybe, jumpstart, these future events that you're going to be bowling in?
Yeah, it's definitely a confidence booster. Not making it through cuts and stuff like that. It really kind of gets you going and gets you down. So definitely making a run at this really brings back some of that spark again.
All right, Jeff, congratulations. Mike, you got the champion and the trophy. Take it away.
We do. Over here we have the winner of the 2023 Indiana State Masters. It's Clint Million. And Clint, before I ask you a couple of questions about the wonderful bowling you had today, I'm going to turn it over to Bill Kendall with the Indiana State USBC with the check and, of course, that eagle.
As president of the Indiana State Bowling Association, Clint, it's my pleasure to present you with the thing that will be in your memory forever. The thing you can keep there, and the nice part, the check for first place.
Thank you.
Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I don't know what else to say right now. I'm pretty kind of in shock. Bowled a really good opponent, so I'm just happy that I came away with it, I guess.
Great job this weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Clint, it was just great shot making all day. We talked about how close all the matches were all day, and you had bowled Jeff earlier, and it was a 160 to 150 match. But here again, he was making great shots, but he left you a little bit of an opening. What did you have to do differently to get that double in the 10th?
Well, I kind of changed it a little bit. I hadn't had a really good look there to start out with, and I kind of started like lofting a little bit over top of the heads to try to get the ball, maybe to see it just a little bit down lane, because it almost like it was head hooking and then just kind of dying down lane. So I kind of just made a little adjustment, trusted, I guess, the process and see what happens.
Well, it's great shot making all day today, and congratulations on a wonderful tournament. And you talked about there was one person older than you, but I didn't think you were that old. But how old are you?
39.
39, okay. Well, we expect you to come back, and I'm sure you will, to defend next year. And congratulations on the 2023 Masters.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Just a great event here at Championship Lanes. I'm going to go back to commercial.
If you're ready to take your game to the next level, trust the guys with over 20 PBA Tour titles and RT Tour experience to improve your game. Ball layouts for the best feel and to maximize your game. The top names in bowling: Motive, Brunswick, Hammer, Radical, Storm, Roto Grip, and more in stock. Get tips and lessons from PBA stars Mike Devaney and Ronnie Russell. When you're ready to invest in your bowling game, go to RT Tour Experience with 2 locations, inside PinHeads and Fishers and All-Star Bowl in Indianapolis.
Keep your vehicle running like new. Stop by A1 Automotive to get an honest rundown of what your vehicle needs or doesn't need. It's all part of their no pressure, no upsell environment. Find them online at a1cardoctors.com or stop in today right off Coliseum across from Tractor Supply. A1 Automotive.
All right, welcome back to Championship Lanes here in Anderson, Indiana. Mike Aulby, Scott Gilmore back. And Mike, what an exciting championship match we had. Jeff Mann put the pressure on Clint, but Clint came through with a clutch strike there in the 10th frame.
Well, Clint made shots all day, and what was so fun about today's event was the scoring pace was very, very tough and very difficult. I can't tell you, maybe 90% of the matches went down at the 10th frame, which made it fun to watch and be part of. But Clint was the best shot maker today.
440 entries for this Masters this year. Impressive field. And how hard it is to win this really shows how good at bowling Clint did all weekend.
Well, and he bowled really good all weekend. But, Jeff Mann also came back coming from that loser's bracket to try to get a shot at winning twice against Clint, which is very difficult, obviously. And he made some great shots to try to get there, but he left a little bit of an opening, and Clint was able to come through like he had been all day.
Well, it's been a great day for bowling here in the state of Indiana, claiming the major here at the Masters. Clint Millian from Columbus, Indiana. For Mike Aulby, Chad Lesser, our director-producer, this is Scott Gilmore. We'll be back next week in Indianapolis for the Indiana High School Bowling State Final. So long from Anderson, Indiana.